Hello, 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 good people. This is Mr. HJ. We're back again with some DC Legends action. And the man of the hour today is going to be Mr. Clayface. Is he worth your hard-earned ability points and everything that it takes to get him going, although he's the free character of the month? Short answer, conditionally yes. He's a pretty good tank. He's an energy character if you don't have an energy tank already. If you already have a built-up Bane or Cyborg Superman, you may not feel like he's a necessity, but he brings some pretty interesting attributes to your team. First off, let's go ahead and go with the standard stuff that he does. Give you a little bit of what I got going on. I was able to get him a legendary 1. He's level 60, and I have his, as you can see, his powers up to about 6, and his gear is up to about 6, in some cases 7. So I haven't gotten him maxed out by any means, but I wanted to give you a quick review slash overview, kind of some impressions of him to see if you should spend the time grinding through getting his fragments, and not only this event, but the event that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. So as I said, short answer, conditionally yes. Is not a resounding yes like Power Girl was, or Wonder Woman Defender of Justice, or Livewire. It's not a resounding yes like that, but it's not a resounding no for, like, I would say Penguin or Blue Beetle, which I unfortunately got to Legendary 3 before I realized that Blue Beetle was extremely conditional. Now, as it pertains to Clayface, he brings a lot of good stuff to the table. Obviously, he's a tank. Obviously, he's energy. But let's see some of the stuff that he can do. Okay, damage to an enemy applies speed down. Speed down is always good. When I think of him, to give you a kind of comparison, I think of him like a Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, but Poison Ivy, who's a good addition to your team, brings some interesting things that can help the team out in battle. That's kind of how I see him. Not the hard-hitting, ultra-versatile Power Girl or Wonder Woman. So damage plus the speed downs. Here we're going with the taunt. This is kind of his bread and butter. Taunt, apply visibility to the team. 8 agility ups to all allies. Really good there. This is where I put his first legendary attribute. Damage to all enemies, apply speed downs if Clayface is taunting, gain the overheal. So I'm trying to keep him alive longer in the battle. A couple of his passives: when attacked, 40% chance to silence, which isn't bad if you're coming up against somebody like Zatanna, who you don't want to pop off that heal for everybody. If he's taunting, of course. Then we go into immune to critical hits. When Clayface reaches 0, 30% chance to gain a light heal, then a 30% chance per teammate's invisible. So if you get your squad invisible, somebody takes him out, it's a 30% chance he'll gain a light heal. So he won't die, he'll just almost die. He'll proc and do this little move, and then he'll gain a 30%. I've actually seen that in action, and pretty good. You know, it kept him from death 3 times, once when I was fighting Deathstroke squad, and I was like, okay, wow. So it's a good distraction. He's a good distraction. I think that's how I want to kind of go about looking at him. He's a good tank, good distraction, keep some of your heavy hitters alive longer, and provide some support with the invisibility. What we're going to do is go into some live battles real quick. In the event that he is one-shotted, because I'm playing on a decent level on the PvP ladder, in the event that he's one-shotted, I'm going to go ahead and do some campaign battles. So we're going to take Cyborg Superman out and put him in. I only have him at 3,800, so here's hoping we can get to see some of his moves in action, so I can show you guys if you haven't already seen, and you can kind of see whether you feel like he'll fit in your deck. All right, so my Power Girl is immediately taunting, and so is Harley. So from here, I'm just gonna hit everybody since Harley's taunting. see what we can do with that. Oh, that worked out really well. I am going to now go after Batman before he goes invisible. See if we can't get him out. That's risky because Zatanna's there, I know, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to. Wow. All right, so here we go. His first move, damage to all enemies, speed down. But what I really, yeah, let's just do stick in the mud now. Boom, 17. So not the hardest hitting thing in the world, but not the weakest either. Power goes down. We were able to get Batman. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Zatanna, prevent her from healing herself at least, which she still did because she's Zatanna, and that's just how she rolls. All right, we got her out of there. Now we're gonna do Clayface's taunt, so you can see that taunt spreads the invisibility, so he's gonna be the focal point. And then we're gonna go to work here with Superman. So overall, I think that he's not a definite go, like I said, Power Girl was. We'll do that one so you can just see what it looks like. It's kind of a cool animation. Not the hardest hitting guy, but he's not the lightest either. Like, I was really disappointed at the power level that Penguin had, but he's the Penguin. I mean, he's not like known for for destroying foes quickly. So he's not Bane. He doesn't hit as hard as Bane, nor does he have the ability to heal as much as Bane. You know, Bane can heal upon being hit, a 40% chance and things of that nature. So you see 900 there. As I pointed out, he's nowhere near max level anything. And I'm just gonna auto this on out so we can finish on, and then kind of touch on where I think he would fit in the world. So what I think he'd be a good fit for is teams that thrive off of invisibility, that can produce their own invisibilities, because that gives him the chance to utilize his overheal. And if you're a beginning player, you don't have a great tank, I think he'd be a legitimate option, because you can build him up a lot faster than you could other tanks, because you'd be waiting on fragments from Cyborg Superman to find them wherever you could, or some of the other tanky characters. So overall, I definitely say a conditional yes. I'd like for you guys to give me your thoughts, your opinions, your impressions, where you think he would fit in the lineup, what characters you think he's good with. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate your time.